Lowrance with my mate Laurie Banks, and we are, yes, chasing more tailor. But this is not actually a tailor episode per se. We're going to show you, Laurie was the point, he's going to show you how to smoke tailor. I've had a few people ask me after the last couple of episodes I put up, best way to prepare and eat tailor. Laurie's going to run us all through that, but firstly, we're going to catch one. So, we're back to our old little finger spot. We're going to try and spin one up right now. Before I do that, you might have also noticed in a couple of my episodes that I'm like a dog on a cork floor with my choice of rock fishing footwear. Not advisable. Laurie, however, being much wiser than me, has got a pair of these. What are they, Laurie?
Adrenaline. Adrenaline, they have little metal spikes in the sole and they hang on really well.
So you can see right down the foresole and the rear sole there, a set of spikes, quite small, with like a bit of rubber in the front actually, Laurie, because I would have thought that they'd be quite...
You've got both.
Yeah, right.
I've got both.
Okay.
But they come in a shoe, which I've got, or in a full boot with a zipper.
Yeah.
Which I've seen a few wear, but they're too heavy for me.
And I've never seen him fall over yet, whereas me, I see me falling over all the time. Do you recommend them?
Yeah, that's a tough one, that. I would always wear them.
Yeah. I'm keeping myself prepared too. Alright, we're going to have a quick spin. Conditions are looking alright. We've got a bit of a northwesterly wind coming in from behind us here.
That's fish out there.
And there's fish blowing up just down there. So, let's get stuck into it. We're not going to be able to show you how to smoke a fish if we can't catch a fish first. Righto, let's do it. So whilst I'm still rigging up, Sinky Bugger's throwing out a lure. Second cast?
Yeah,
Tiny. And then I went back to try to rig up again. And he's straight onto another one. Better fish? Almost? Borderline? So this is the difference between a good tailor fisherman and a dud tailor fisherman like me. I think he's had four hookups, 3 fish, before I can even get a lure on it out there. There we go. There's a fish. I've got a few to catch up to Laurie, but there's a start at least. Steering through these bombies is the hard part. Here's a slightly better one. There's a better one, Laurie? Okay, yeah. Ready for the smoker, that fella? Look at old faithful Halco Twisty. So I'm going to bleed this one now, as Laurie said. It should be ready to go. Yeah, I hope it. Alright guys, that's us. We have ended up with not a bad brace of tailor. We've got about half a dozen or so fish, which Laurie reckons is enough. Also, we know that last one there was couple of good ones in there. So we're going to go back to Laurie's place now and show you how we get them, or how Laurie gets them ready for the smoker. Alright, let's do it. Alright guys, welcome back. We're back at Laurie's place and he is already underway with getting these fish ready. So, Laurie, you've caught the fish obviously.
Yeah, we got the fish. Got some fish this morning.
Yep.
And
bled them straight away on capture.
Bled them on capture.
Yep. For those who don't know, the best way to do that is just making a cut there, yeah?
Yep.
The fish bleed out.
Just cut them through the gills, break the gills, either way will work.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Just look after them like you would no matter how you're going to cook them.
Yep.
And I'll get a couple of bits of paper before I get this started.
I think we mentioned this earlier, but you're doing this you with Taylor doing it the same day, yeah? They're not a fish that keeps well. They don't keep well.
It does not keep well.
Righto.
Put that in there. Put that one in there. I'll leave the belly flap on the fish.
Yep.
It's too many bones, it's not worth mucking around with.
The knife that Laurie's using, just out of interest, is a locally made one by a guy by the name of Justin Motby, aka Donk. I will be keep an eye out. I'll be doing an episode on the whole process that went into making that knife. And you're not skinning them, I know.
No, you've got to leave the skin on there.
Show later up, but actually after you smoke them, the skin actually comes off quite easily.
Yeah, the skin just falls off and leaves you with a nice solid piece of flesh.
Is there any reason Taylor in particular, mate? I know you've got a fancy for these fish. They're close to you, they're dear to your heart, but in terms of smoking, can this be done with any fish, or is Taylor particularly suited for it?
No, I think they recommend oily fish.
Yep.
But I know back in the old days, bream were another favourite.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think the smoking thing came in with back in the days when people fished to make sure they fed their families, and smoking fish is a good way to preserve a fish that doesn't last.
Yep. Which Taylor are renowned for, aren't they? They really are renowned for not being a fish that keeps well.
No, they don't. Cold smoking will give you a longer life.
Yep.
But there's a lot of mucking around in that. And hot smoking is just another way to eat a fish and get a better feed out of it.
Yeah.
And as you'll see later on today when we do it, it's not difficult, and you don't need anything fancy to be able to do it.
Yep.
I've been fishing for tailor for well over 40 years, and I smoked my first tailor 12 months ago. First time I've ever done it.
Yeah, righto.
And I'll do it with nearly every tailor I catch now.
Yep.
Righto. I'm not going to worry about doing the rest of them yet.
Righto.
I'll show you this bit.
So, just walking through the steps again. Catch your fish obviously, bleed it out, bring it home as soon as you can, fill it up, just like Laurie's done here. And this is where the science comes into it.
Yep. Okay. Catch your fish.
Yep. So the normal table salt.
Just normal table salt. Just a dusting of that.
This would be good for the arteries too, yeah?
Oh yeah. Well,
everything that tastes good is not good for the arteries.
Right. It hardens them up, mate. Makes you stronger. You can handle that blood pressure that much better then.
And what you're
with the sugar.
Pretty fine brown sugar, yeah?
Yep. I'll just lay that on there and then I'll spread it out.
No need to do both sides? You just do it on the flesh side?
Nope, you just do it on the flesh side.
Right.
And that's it. And when we come back this afternoon, that paper will be sopping wet because of all the salt has dragged moisture out of that fish.
Yep.
And then it'll be ready to go. I'll just go and put that in the fridge now for 6 hours.
Fridge 6 hours with the lid on, or just open?
I just leave it open because the fridge will actually dry it out a little bit more as well.
Yep.
And that'll pull even more moisture out if I leave it uncovered.
Yep. So 6 hours.
If you've got room, yeah, minimum of 6. Sometimes.
Are you looking for any effect or?
No.
Okay,
No, you won't even. It'll still look like that. You just won't see the brown sugar. The brown sugar will have dissolved into it.
Yep.
And you won't even see the brown sugar. It'll just look like, sort of like a fresh fillet.
Okay. And before you dart off, the purpose of the salt and the sugar is for flavour.
The salt is to draw moisture out of the flesh.
Yep.
The sugar is to counteract the bitterness of the tannin in the smoking.
Righto. Sounds good.
And
Looks
that's it.
delicious.
Yep. And that's it.
Excellent.
That's all we need to do.
Move on to the next stage after that.
Yep, see you this afternoon.
Righto. Thanks, mate.
Smoking hot barbecue.
Smoke it hot, yeah?
Yep. Not sawdust. Some people say to wet it, just so that it doesn't burn, but it won't burn on there. It won't ignite on there anyway. It'll just smoke. It'll smoulder away. I might go a little bit heavy on the sawdust, but I've got lots of it, so why not?
You're using a particular type of sawdust there? Is it like a flavour?
It's called gum.
Gum, right?
No, it's eucalypt of some sort. It's just one out of our backyard that we chopped down many years ago.
Righto.
It's well and truly dried.
So you put the foil down, good coating, liberal coating of.
Yep, and as you can see, it's starting to smoke a little bit there now, but we'll just close it and leave it alone to do its own thing for a while.
Yep. And then, so when do you know it's ready to put the fish on? When you see it's
smoking,
visibly smoke.
Yep. Okay. Visibly smoking. So
and
we just cover it up.
At about 200, yeah.
Nah, I just set it full bore.
Full bore.
I've got 5 burners on, all going flat stick.
Righto. Sounds like you when you're fishing.
That's it.
Right.
Always flat stick, mate. Yep. I've let this sit for 6 hours. Sometimes I will leave it overnight. I don't know that it makes that much difference.
Yep.
But you do need to give it a fair bit of time.
Righto.
All right, so that's done, and there we'll.
This is a homemade secret sauce, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. ABC soy.
Okay.
You don't have to put this. You don't have to put this on, but I just like it. I'll put some of that on it. A bit.
Then tell me, only fresh tailor for this.
Only fresh tailor.
So basically caught same day.
Yep.
Prepared same day and smoked.
Yep. This was the preparation was done on this 2 hours after they come out of the water.
Righto.
You probably don't need to get that carried away, but like anyone that catches tailor knows, you've got to look after your tailor if you want good eating fish.
I don't know, when I go tailor fishing with you, I just seem to lose lures, that's all.
Righto. I'll just check to see how smoky that is. Temperature's good.
You don't need anything really fancy here, Laurie. I mean, you've got a barbecue here that it looks like you could fly the space shuttle. Probably be easier. But you don't need a barbecue necessarily.
I've got 4 kids, 9 grandkids. I need a big barbecue.
Is there anything like a heat range that you're aiming for here, or just hot as you can get?
I just get it hot. I just get it hot to get it smoking.
Yep.
And I'll leave it at that. It'll be around the 200 degrees in my barbecue.
But you preheated this for a little while?
I preheated this just to get the sawdust going.
Yep.
You don't need to, so long as you can put it on when it's cold, but you've still got to wait till the sawdust is smoking.
Righto.
We've got to close that back up again to keep that sawdust going.
And is it critical that this stays closed during the process?
Well, definitely.
Righto.
Got to stay closed.
Okay.
It'll get smoking again in a minute.
Yep.
And we just wait 20 minutes or somewhere thereabouts.
Righto. 20 minutes though.
We're just going to have a look, see how we're going, but I'm thinking we're there. That's done. That looks really hot.
Smells alright too.
Yep.
This has been in a barbecue for a while, so.
Yep. I'll just
extend heat up when you're done.
Turn everything off.
You gonna let it sit for a while, or?
Yeah, I'll let it sit. I'll
I'll
let a bit of the heat out because we're finished with the heat now. You're not filming that, you're actually filming my fire, right?
Yeah. Don't worry, Laurie, they're just going to burn the house down. And how long will they sort of be good for, Laurie, in terms of you got to eat them pretty quick?
I'm not real sure on that one.
Right.
And I wouldn't be game to.
Can you put it in the fridge though? For a couple
yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay.
Well, I did some a week and a bit ago.
Yep.
And we made a dip out of it.
Yep.
We put a few fillets in a blender with sour cream, cottage cheese, lemon juice, just blended it up, and we were eating it for a week and a half afterwards.
Sounds delicious.
Yep. On a little bit of savoury biscuit or savoury toast. Great stuff.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Laurie Banks's backyard's tailor smoking expertise.
Done.
All on film.
Easy.
Perfect, mate. That looks delicious.
Yep.
All right. We're going to hook into some more. See you on the rocks.